A team from the Asper School of Business took home the prize for Best Business Plan at this year's Global Venture Labs Investment Competition. And part of that team is Brady Fisher and Gary Gervais. Thanks a lot for coming in this morning.
No problem.
All right, Brady, why don't you tell us a little about this product that put you guys in the winner's circle?
Basically what it is recycled hardened surfaces. We make things like countertops and backsplashes, flooring tiles. It's made from mainly recycled materials, such as like recycled glass and things like that.
Okay, so you guys are finding all this recycled material, and that's what you actually put in the product?
Yep. Pretty much.
All right. Now, all the recycled material comes from around here?
Yeah. Well, we try and get it all within 500 kilometers of where we're manufacturing here in Winnipeg.
Okay.
Or
well,
potentially manufacturing.
Well, potential. That's right, because it hasn't actually gone to manufacturing.
Exactly,
but
yeah.
The interesting point in this last competition, Gary, was about 10 minutes in, one of the guys stops you and kind of offers you a business deal. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So you're pitching in front of a panel of judges, and it turns out just by coincidence that one of the judges actually builds like condo units and things like that. And so, yeah, 10 minutes in, he said, if you guys can produce this for what you say you can, I have a 400-unit complex I'm building, and I'll buy this and put it in.
So I guess the question is, can you produce it?
Well, that's the whole point of the business plan, is ramping up, and that's faster than we were predicting. So you kind of go back to the drawing board and say, okay, well, how would you make this happen?
Okay, now you mentioned it's a countertop. I mean, what does this look like? Tell us a little about it. Is it durable?
Yeah, absolutely. We hope and think that it's a lot more durable than most of the products on the market. You don't have to seal it like granite, things like that. And basically what it looks like is it's a very similar look to quartz, because we can grind up the glass to have that sparkled look to it, but we can also put in larger chunks of glass. It's kind of, we can offer pretty much customer anything they really want.
I know, Gary, Brady mentioned granite. Now, is this a high end or a middle end, or where does it kind of come in price range in this thing?
Yeah, we see now we're selling to the wholesalers, so we're sort of selling our manufacturing price, but we see them pricing it sort of as a high end laminate price range, low end granite. So yeah, it's still fairly, you know, competing with the high end, but at a lower price, essentially.
Okay, when you guys actually take it to the next step of manufacturing, is it going to be produced here in Manitoba?
Yes, that's the idea. We have facilities here.
Oh, okay, that's good. So a local product, not only Canadian, but right here in Manitoba.
Right, yeah.
Excellent. So, Brady, what is the next step then? I mean, Gary was saying you guys have kind of been put into fast-forward mode here. What are you guys doing now?
As far as that big deal goes,
yeah.
well, we have to wait to hear back from them. They have to send us up the specs. We have to make sure our product meets all the specifications. So it's a potential deal, but there's a lot of steps that we have to go through between now and then. And then if we're in order to go after a contract like that, we'd have to really start ramping up manufacturing and talk with our local business partner here and see what they can do for us.
Now, you guys have been going through competitions through the States mainly, also here in Manitoba, pitching this product and whatnot. Is this the only thing you guys have worked on in your schooling like this year, or do you guys do other things too?
I had a full course load on top of this as well. And
yeah, it's just one course basically in the program. Yeah.
Okay, so this was this kind of one thing you guys focused on that could actually pay off.
Yeah.
All right, so tell us a little about these competitions that you go to. The school sends you down there, and what happens?
So essentially you're pitching in front of real venture capitalists for the most part. So you go in with a written business plan that they've read before, and then you have 30 minutes to pitch. You stand up and they can interrupt you and ask questions and things like this. And then you're competing against teams from all over the world. In Texas, there were 37 teams from 13 countries.
Okay, and were you guys the only Canadian entries?
We were the only Canadian team. That's right.
All right, well, you did pretty good getting the best business plan there. Hopefully you guys will be able to put it into production. Where can I get a look at this, or can I yet?
Right now we have lab samples. I was going to bring one in, but it's a little bit big. You're going to have to wait a little while.
Okay, well, it's top secret stuff.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
Congratulations. Hope you guys get that production going.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thanks a lot
for your
for
time.
coming in.